So this is a pretty subjective thing to say, but I believe one of the main differences between the NBA nowadays and the older NBA generations, besides something obvious like older three-point shooting, is that today's soon-to-be Hall of Famers / eventual Hall of Famers don't hesitate to show love and compliment the upcoming generations of hoops the way older legends do. I mean, it seems like every few months a notable player from the 90s or something says something like, oh, this player wouldn't be able to hang in our time, someone like Giannis would come off the bench. And that's a real quote, by the way. But the superstars and active legends of today are pretty much the opposite. They're constantly building and showing love to major talents on the rise. And in this video, I'm basically just gonna highlight one of the latest examples in Paolo Banchero. Now, he needs no introduction, you know what I'm saying? We should all be aware of this 6'10 forward on track for greatness. Orlando Magic took him first overall. He played well in Summer League, balled out for Duke. And now there's just a bunch of anticipation to see how he performs as a rookie. So yeah, we're just going to look at his potential and some of the things current stars are saying about him. But anyway, really quick before I go any further, what's up YouTube? Plug Speaks back with another video. If you're new, first of all, welcome. Go ahead and sub. Also like the video if you enjoy. We're grinding for 5K, so I'd most definitely appreciate it. And I got a lot more content on the way as we get this channel back into NBA YouTube. But back to the video. Now, the first example of praise for Paolo from an NBA legend comes from none other than Jamal Crawford. And yes, I said legend, come on now. 20 plus years in the NBA, multiple 6 Man of the Year awards, some of the best handles we've ever seen. We not finna debate this. But anyway, Crawford's ties to Paolo go way back, like before he even played his first game for Duke. And this is because he played in a Pro-Am league organized by Jamal Crawford during the summer of last year. And to say he showed out would honestly be an understatement. One of the games featured him dropping an explosive performance of 37 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And I mean, this Pro-Am league was not just any other league packed with a bunch of low-level pros or what some would call NBA rejects. Nah, this league had guys like KPJ, Jordan Poole, DeJounte Murray, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others that were in the league as well. So yeah, I mean, this was a pretty competitive Pro-Am league, and Paolo performed up to the standards of someone projected to be in the lottery of the most recent draft, which later led to him earning some high praise when Jamal spoke about him on a podcast with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. And he pretty much just spoke about Paolo having a strong foundation as far as his family. He praised his work ethic and eagerness to learn, and then wrapped up his comments by saying whoever lands him will be getting a franchise cornerstone. Now, that's some high praise, and he ain't even say potential franchise cornerstone, which tells us that Jamal's all the way in believing for Paolo to become something in this league. And to me, it obviously says a lot, considering that Jamal's achieved a good amount in the NBA himself. So yeah, the Orlando Magic fans, they should be feeling great right now, because a centerpiece to build around is something they've been needed for a little while now. But anyway, on to another example of praise for Paolo from a current / eventual Hall of Famer. This time it's Draymond Green. Now, I'm not sure how tapped in y'all are with Draymond's podcast, but it's easily one of the most polarizing / controversial NBA podcasts out right now in the most hilarious way. It's drawn responses from KD, it's even drawn hate from Warriors fans, and it's also drawn a lot of support too. But anyway, regardless of the hate or support, the only reason people care to listen is because Draymond's obviously a knowledgeable person in the sport of basketball. I mean, when he speaks, it comes from a credible basis. And recently, he gave credit to Paolo for his performance in the Summer League, basically saying that he's gonna be a special player and that he's quote-unquote one of them ones. And the reasons he gave for his belief in Paolo fall right in line with the value of a guy like Draymond and the value he provides to a team. And I say say this because Draymond spoke about how he enjoyed the fact that Paolo was able to affect the game with things other than scoring. You know, getting your teammates involved, keeping everybody engaged, playing with intensity, all the things Draymond does for the Warriors pretty much. Except Paolo can do it while also possessing the ability to drop a beastie 30 points. We know Draymond ain't doing that. But anyway, similar to Jamal Crawford, Draymond sort of wrapped up his comments by saying Orlando was lucky to have him and that he hopes they're ready for him because he appears to be a winner. And that's some high praise because being referred to as a winner, like a winner, has got to be one of the top compliments you can receive as a player. Nothing's wrong with stars like Bradley Beal, you know, averaging a lot of points with limited team success while signing huge contracts, but it's no secret that being a star on a winning team is the real dream, and Draymond sees Paolo in that light. But anyway, moving on some more, things will get repetitive if we really looked at every instance of Paolo receiving some praise from a pro. So this last one I'm bring up is pretty straightforward, but it comes from the arguable GOAT of our current NBA era, LeBron. Now, he pretty much just gave Paolo a shout out on his IG during his season at Duke and mentioned how tough he is as a player. And I know this isn't much, you know, could be seen as a reach, but in all reality, having your talent recognized by LeBron James is huge by itself. Honestly, Bron could have said less. All he needed to do was put a fire emoji and at Paolo on IG. I mean, it would have had the same impact. It's the principle that he recognizes the young talent entering the league, and I'm sure he's gonna have more to say throughout Paolo's actual career. But anyway, y'all, I'm finna wrap this video up, but real quick before I do, I want to get into how Paolo looks on the Magic heading into his rookie season. Now, it does say something to me that even though he only played 2 Summer League games, he led his team to a W in both of those games. Now, overall, he averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists on 40% shooting from the field and 50% from 3. That's real solid, and I ain't gonna lie, it's hard to care about these numbers considering it's just a 2-game sample size and it's literally just Summer League. However, it is a nice plus to go with how he actually looked on the floor. You know, he continued to prove he's really agile for his size, showed off a ton of his big guard abilities, and overall, he just made his presence known like Draymond said. But yeah, y'all let me know in the comments whether or not y'all agree that Paolo can be a future star in this league. How successful could he be at his ceiling? Will he win Rookie of the Year? Let me know y'all thoughts. I mean, he's got all the opportunity. The Orlando Magic will and should be handing him the keys as soon as game 1. But yeah, I appreciate y'all watching. As always, like this video up, share it, sub if new, all of that. We're gonna get back into this NBA content and remain consistent, so expect more uploads, and I'm out.